From the sweeping steppes of Eurasia to the icy expanse of Siberia, Russia's story is one of a land vast and formidable, its origins stretching back to the dawn of Slavic civilization. The tale begins not with a monolithic state, but with scattered tribes, gradually coalescing into the vibrant medieval federation known as Kievan Rus. This was a realm of flourishing cities and vital trade routes, a crossroads of cultures where the seeds of a future empire were sown. The burgeoning prosperity of Rus' was shattered by the thunder of hooves from the east. In the 13th century, the Mongol Golden Horde swept across the land, ushering in an era of subjugation known as the Mongol Yoke. For over 2 centuries, Russian principalities were fragmented, forced to pay tribute to their Mongol overlords. Yet, in the shadow of this dominance, a new power was quietly rising. The small principality of Moscow, strategically located and led by the Khanate princes, began a relentless campaign to gather the Russian lands. This drive for unification culminated in the 15th century under Ivan the Great, who finally cast off the Mongol yoke and laid the foundations for a centralized state. His grandson, Ivan the Terrible, was the first to be crowned Tsar of all the Russias, a title that signaled a new era of absolute power and territorial expansion. Later, the visionary Tsar Peter the Great would forcibly wrench Russia from its medieval past, building the magnificent city of St. Petersburg as his window to Europe and forging a modern army and navy. His work was continued by Catherine the Great, an enlightened despot who expanded the empire's borders to the Black Sea and championed the arts and sciences. By the 19th century, the Russian Empire had become a colossal power, its grandeur marked by opulent palaces and a rich cultural golden age. However, this splendor was built upon the backs of millions of enserfed peasants. The stark contrast between aristocratic wealth and widespread poverty created deep social tensions. The empire's might was tested by Napoleon's ill-fated invasion and the disastrous Crimean War, exposing its internal weaknesses. By the early 20th century, a wave of revolutionary fervor, compounded by the immense bloodshed of World War I, brought the 300-year-old Romanov dynasty crashing down in 1917. From the ashes of empire rose a radical new experiment, the Soviet Union. The Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin, seized power and embarked on a brutal but transformative program of rapid industrialization and collectivization. This new superpower faced its ultimate test in World War II, where it suffered unimaginable losses on the Eastern Front, but emerged victorious, playing a decisive role in defeating Nazi Germany. The post-war world was defined by the Cold War, a tense ideological and military standoff between the USSR and the West, marked by a perilous nuclear arms race and a triumphant competition for supremacy in space. After decades of economic stagnation and political repression, the Soviet Union dramatically dissolved in 1991, ending the Cold War and redrawing the map of Europe. The years that followed were a tumultuous transition as a new Russian Federation emerged, grappling with economic reforms and a search for a new national identity. Today, Russia stands as a complex and influential nation on the world stage, its modern skyline and vibrant culture reflecting a history of profound resilience and constant transformation. From the early days of Kievan Rus' to its current global role, Russia's journey is an epic saga of collapse and rebirth, a testament to the enduring spirit of its people and its indelible mark on human history.